Today's meeting is for the sole purpose of electing a president. So we'll move to the first ballot if there's a motion to do so.
Point of order.
Sure. Councillor Bacon? Yeah. Anderson Burgos?
Here.
Bartley?
Here.
Givner? Jourdain?
Here.
Maldonado Velez?
Here.
McGee?
Here.
McGivern?
Here.
Murphy? Rumboletti?
Here.
Puello?
Here.
I. Rivera?
Presente.
J. Rivera?
Here.
Tallman?
Here.
Bacon?
Here.
Councillor Bacon?
Yeah. Oh, I actually.
I'll defer to Councillor Jourdain.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Councillor Jourdain?
Thank you. I'd like to be recognized for a point of order, Madam Clerk. Point of order is as follows. As you know, just moments ago, through the invocation of divine providence, we all took a solemn oath to faithfully and impartially discharge our duties to the best of our ability and understanding, agreeable to uphold the ordinances of the city of Holyoke. It's come to my understanding that Councilor-elect Israel Rivera is currently employed by the Holyoke School Department. This would be in violation of our ordinances. I've been advised by the law department that the time is now that we would object under Section 13 of the Charter regarding the election and qualifications of the members. Then they have rendered a legal opinion to that and have so advised me that this is the time that we would raise that objection. I would also point out that under Holyoke Charter Section 14, no member of the City Council may directly or indirectly take part in the employment of labor, making of contracts, or in the conduct of any of the executive or administrative business of the city, or in the expenditure of any public funds. Section 23 also is on point. I won't read that again. We're well versed in that. Ordinance Section 2-69 specifically states no employee of the city shall simultaneously serve on the City Council during their term of employment. So, Madam Clerk, unless this situation has been remedied, I believe the law department has addressed it with the councilor-elect. I don't believe they've received an answer. I will make this as an objection unless the impediment has been somehow removed, and then I'm happy to withdraw the objection. So, thank you, Madam Clerk.
Madam Clerk, we can conduct no city council business by charter until we elect to appoint our president. I make a motion we move to the first ballot.
Second that.
Madam Clerk,
Councillor Bacon?
under the point of objection, we were advised that we had to object prior to the election of the City Council president. And I want to read into record an objection that I filed on Friday relative to this matter. I sent it to our legal department per the advice and instructions issued to Mayor Garcia in the updated opinion from the law department dated November 16, 2021. Please accept this as a formal challenge and objection to the swearing in and seating of the elected certified city councilor, Israel Rivera, as long as he remains a city employee. As a city employee, he is not eligible/qualified to serve on the city council pursuant to our city charter and ordinance. If he resigns from his position as a city employee by 10 a.m. January 3rd, or at any time until we do our official business as the council, my objection will be withdrawn. Thank you.
Thank you.
On the motion to move to the first ballot?
Madam Clerk, I'd ask that you refer it to the law department. She's right there. I think you should get. I think you should get the
motion out of order, Madam Clerk. We can conduct no city council business until we appoint the president.
Motion was made and seconded to move to the first ballot. Anderson Burgos?
Todd McGee.
Bartley?
McGee.
Givner? Jourdain?
McGee.
Maldonado Velez?
Todd McGee.
McGee?
Todd McGee.
McGivern?
Todd McGee.
Murphy Rumboletti?
Todd McGee.
Puello?
McGee.
I. Rivera?
McGee.
J. Rivera?
Todd McGee.
Tallman?
Todd McGee.
Bacon?
Kevin Jourdain.
Todd McGee appointed on the first ballot as president of the City Council. Please raise your right hand. I
I, Todd McGee,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge the duties incumbent upon me
discharge the duties incumbent upon me
as President of the City Council
as President of the City Council
of the City of Holyoke
of the City of Hoyoke
to the best of my ability and understanding,
to the best of my ability and understanding,
and agreeable to uphold the Constitution of the
and
Commonwealth
agreeable to uphold the Constitution of the Commonwealth
and the United States of
of
America
the United States of America
and the ordinances of the City of Holyoke
and the ordinances of the City of Hoyoke
and the rules and orders of the City Council.
and the rules and orders of the City Council.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Mr. President,
Yeah.
do you want to do my point of order now or before or after your speech? Because I'm going to raise the same issue now that we have elected the president. So I think that takes care of Councilor McGivern's concerns. Whatever your preference.
Well, okay, so motion by Councilor Jordan was to, just so we say it for the record correctly.
Yep. Oh, do you want me to state it again?
Yeah, just so
Oh,
we have it
okay,
on
yeah,
record,
sure.
'cause I know
Right.
at the time it really wasn't taken up because there was no president.
Okay.
Now we'll turn it over.
Fair enough. Thank you, Mr. President. So under pursuant to Section 13 of the Charter, which states that we'll be the judge of the election and qualifications of our members, and based on the legal opinion you've all seen from the Law Department on this topic, it is determined currently, unless the counselor would like to state otherwise, that he's currently employed by the Holyoke School Department and that this is in violation of Section 1423 and 2-69 of those first two of the charter, the last piece 2-69 of the ordinances, and unless it's remedied, I object to his seating as a member of this body. Thank you.
Mr. President,
Councilor Bacon.
point of order. I'd like to read into the record the objection that I filed on Friday to our legal department. Per the advice/instructions issued to Mayor Garcia in the updated opinion from the Law Department dated November 16, 2021, please accept this as a formal challenge and objection to the swearing in and seating of the elected certified city councilor, Israel Rivera, as long as he remains a city employee. As a city employee, he is not eligible/qualified to serve on the city council pursuant to our city charter and ordinance. If he resigns from his position as a city employee by 10 a.m. January 3rd, or now, my objection will be withdrawn. And I would note, we have debated the matter of our city ordinance 2 times in this chamber. We passed that ordinance with a supermajority in 2017 when there was nobody running, years after Don Welch had been on the city council, and when no one was in or running for office that had any apparent conflict of interest. This ordinance was passed with a supermajority. It was vetoed by the mayor, but not for the reason that it's been debated today. It was for totally different reasons. And that veto was overridden by this body. So the law that we have before us that we just all took an oath to uphold was passed in 2017 by a supermajority, and it was upheld twice in the last month by the council. Thank you.
Mr. President.
Councilor Anderson Burgos.
Today was a beautiful day
No.
when everybody was sworn in. And yes, we did promise to uphold the law. But if this body wants to work together for the betterment of all Holyoke, you're already stepping in the wrong direction. Today is a day where we elect the president and we move forward and we take any orders. Everything else can wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. It seems very desperate to make this move now. For me, it's like, here, let me hug you and then punch you in the face. You're putting a wrong taste in people's mouths. Stop what you're doing, celebrate with Holyoke, and move forward. I wish nothing more than to work with this body so that we can be a progressive, beautiful city that we deserve to be. But it's clear to me that desperate decisions to try and remove or try to force out of a job someone that the people, not just a few, a huge majority of the people of the city has elected. So again, please don't hug me and then punch me in the stomach. Everyone is looking. Celebrate. Try a little love. Thank you.
Councilor Rivera.
Mr. President, if I may, right?
Absolutely.
So I believe this point of order is about Israel Rivera, which is myself, right? How do I say it? I resigned, I want to say, last Thursday or Friday, right? I didn't resign because people wanted me to resign, and I didn't resign because of an ordinance that was passed in 2017. I resigned because of the divisiveness that it has caused. It is Monday morning on January 3rd. We should be doing business with regards to inauguration, and people are more focused on me than the actual city business. I haven't said anything, I haven't put it out there because people are predictable, and I wanted people to be able to see how predictable they are and how the council should not be divisive and it should not be working against itself. So unfortunately, I had to leave my job at the Holyoke Public Schools to make sure that we as a city council can come together and work together on Monday morning. And hopefully we can do that for the rest of the 2 years that I'm on the council. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. President, then I withdraw our objection, and I thank Councilor Rivera for that, and I look also forward to working with everybody, and just to address the concerns of which is appropriately stated from Councilor Anderson Burgos, is the law department, Juan, is the one that said this had to happen today as opposed to tomorrow, just so you understand. But anyways, we all now move forward. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Councilor Bacon.
And Mr. President, as I stated in my objection in the first place, if the duly elected city councilor was willing to follow our ordinances, then I was wholly accepting of his election and seating as a city councilor, and I stand by my word. So in light of your stated resignation from your school employment, Mr. Rivera, I'm over here. Welcome.
So with that, the motions have been withdrawn. Back to where we started. That would be me to first off say good morning. Usually it's not this late in the day, but good morning to everyone. First, I want to thank my fellow councilors for allowing me to serve again as their city council president. I'm truly honored and grateful by your gesture and your vote today. Special thanks to Councilor Tallman, Councilor McGivern, and Councilor Anderson Burgos, who reached out to me from the very beginning and even advocated on my behalf. I can't thank you enough. To Mayor Garcia, you said right away when you first got elected and you were taking over in November, I want an open door. I want communication between the council to make sure you know what's going on and that there are no surprises. He has stood by his word. And I jokingly said this at our city council, or the city hall Christmas party. He emails, he texts, he calls all the time. That is what we want for city council, to have that communication with the mayor's office in order to address one of the biggest issues that he brought up today, which was our budget problems. so I can't thank him enough. As well as I want to congratulate Treasurer Jakowski, the school committee members, and my wife, the city clerk. Congratulations to you on your victories, as well as I look forward to working with you over the next 2 years. To the newly elected councilors, welcome to the chambers. Welcome, I say it again, welcome to the chambers. This truly is a historic and amazing time in our city's history. I look forward to working with you, and I'm excited about what we can achieve together. And I say that, together. I do have to, because I had to put the notes in here, newly elected and now Councilor Murphy Ramboletti. Congratulations on your engagement. No, it's not. I asked upstairs. I'm not getting in trouble. She just turned to me. She goes, "It's a secret."
There's no secrets in the chamber.
Yeah. So yeah, it was already mentioned during the parade committee, so I'm not the first. And to Paul, for those who may not have known, Paul Pear was our city solicitor, outstanding attorney. Congratulations, Paul. I did receive a call from Congressman Neal's office. Congressman was going to attend today, but then unfortunately was called away on another matter. I want to thank the congressman for everything that he has done for the Holyoke and the money that he brings us to help deal with our issues. He did say to me, "Todd, I didn't have an invite." And I said, "Congressman, when it comes to Holyoke, the door is always open to you, and the invite is always there." So hopefully next time he believes that he's not invited, he is always invited to the city of Holyoke. I'd like to welcome back Councilor Kevin Jourdain. When you said up here you were retiring, I specifically said, sitting in Councilor Anderson Burgo's seat, that's not true, because we will see you again. I was right. Welcome back. When thinking about what to say today, and everything that was leading up to today, I was a little taken back as to what to do. Yep. So I went back to an old story from, the reason I get choked up, it's Marty Dunn. My dear friend, Marty Dunn. And when I came in here 16 years ago, I said, "Marty, what do I do? I'm a new kid coming in." I sat right where Councilor Bartley is, right behind the door. And he said, "Todd, just remember this. This is to everyone. Always get back to your constituents. Do the best to try to answer their needs and issues. Know that there will be some times that you cannot achieve what they want, but do the best you can for them." Classic example, sidewalks, trees, streets. We do the best we can. Then he said, serve the city the best that you can. Do it with honor and dignity. And then he left with this, but always remember to work with your fellow councilors and treat them with respect. Treat them with respect. Marty Dunn was a former alderman, councilor, mayor, senator of this great city. If you don't know who I'm talking about, ask around. Honor, dignity, respect. Councilors that were retiring, Councilor Leahy, Councilor Graney, Councilor Sullivan, LeBron Martinez, Councilor Lisi, Councilor Hernandez, Councilor Murphy. Cannot forget Councilor Murphy. I cannot thank him enough for all that he did for the city doing city council and a mayor's role. He never missed a meeting. He was here in the morning, and he was going to bed at like 11, 12 o'clock at night because he was on ordinance. To all of them, I thank them for their service to this city, as well as what they said when they were leaving their last night. Take a look up behind me. Makers of law, makers of history. The law part's easy. We're going to make up law, and we're going to try and put it in place to do what's best for the city of Holyoke. It's the history. What do we want our kids to remember? What history do we want to show them? Don't forget the second part, because that's the key to all this. Work together. Have your differences. What I has always said, when you're done, when you walk out that door and it swings behind you, the arguments are over. The vote has been had. Move on to the next item, but always treat yourselves with respect. Because that's the history that we're leaving behind for our children and their children. With that, to my beautiful wife and my beautiful kids, Miles, Molly, and Mac, thank you for allowing me to do this job. The calls, the meetings, the time commitment is very hard. Without your love and support, it wouldn't be possible. I love you, and I thank you for everything. God bless all of you.
Mr. President, motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Motion is to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? We stand adjourned until tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.